This spicy chicken and potato soup is filling, flavorful, and way more interesting than your everyday chicken noodle recipe. Start by mincing 2 stalks of celery and finely chop 1 large onion and 1 carrot. Then cut about 1½ pounds of chicken breast into bite-sized pieces. Lay them out evenly on the board and first sprinkle them with a big pinch of salt before a 4th cup of flour. Toss them around so that every piece is lightly coated. In a large pot or Dutch oven on medium heat, add a couple tablespoons of olive oil and start placing the chicken in. Do this in 2 separate batches so you don't crowd the pan and cause steaming. Dusting the meat in flour is more common in dishes like beef stew, but I like doing it here to help color and tenderize the chicken and get a layer of browning on the bottom of the pan to flavor the soup. Sear the chicken for just a couple minutes on each side, and once there's a decent amount of color, take them out and reserve on a plate. Since we're using white meat, this will cook the chicken about 80% of the way, so we're not going to add it back to the pot until the soup is almost done. Then pour in a couple more tablespoons of olive oil to the pan and add the onion and carrot along with a pinch of salt. Let them cook for a few minutes on medium heat. Drop in the celery and scrape the pan with the wooden spoon as you cook to loosen up the brown bits on the bottom. Once the vegetables have softened, make a circle in the center and add a couple cloves of smashed garlic with another speck of oil to prevent burning. Then add a half teaspoon of dried thyme and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Let the spices flavor the oil for a second before mixing everything together. At this point you can add some black pepper and toss in a couple of bay leaves. Then add a cup of tomato sauce or a couple tablespoons of tomato paste. This will deepen the flavor and color the soup so your guests aren't surprised of the spiciness. Now you can pour in 8 cups of chicken broth. Bring that to a simmer and let it reduce on low heat for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, peel and cut 2 russet potatoes into about 1/2-inch cubes. Not only will they soak up the broth and become delicious, but they will also help to thicken the soup slightly from the starch. I also like to add another carrot that's chopped into chunks for some more body and so you know there are carrots in there. You can also add vegetables like peas or kale. After the 15 minutes is up, carefully drop in the potatoes and carrots. Give it a good mix before adding 1 more small pinch of salt. Let it continue to cook on low for about another 15 minutes with the lid on. In this meantime, you can chop up a small handful of fresh parsley and slice a lemon. Test the potatoes by piercing one with a sharp knife. If they're soft, we can add in the chicken. You might want to consider breaking some of the bigger pieces of chicken in half, but the chunks make the soup feel more like a main course. Now it just has to simmer for about 5 more minutes to finish cooking the chicken and bring all the flavors together. Finish the soup with the parsley and a squeeze of lemon before giving it one final mix. Now ladle the soup into some large serving bowls, making sure there is a good ratio of stuff to broth. Top with some more parsley and grated Parmesan cheese if desired.